First of all, we live.
DMV, you know what time it is. None other than the BASSLINE podcast presented by TheEvrydywknd. I'm your host as always, Capo, feeling good, feeling great. To the left of me, as always, is none other than my good man.
Go ahead.
Pink Eye Paul. Look at him.
Just go ahead. Get it out of the way.
Yeah, I didn't even get there. He did it for me.
Go ahead.
I was just going to call him Puffy Mitt.
Just go ahead and get it out of the way.
You know what I'm saying? That one eye's been affected. Like cause.
Yeah, that's good.
What happens when you eat
Was it a freaky 45 that got you?
Tongue in the butt all wild, huh?
All right, cool. Let's any more jokes? Let's get it all out right now. Let's go.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm
a slutty boy, huh? That's what you are.
Listen, I just need answers. Like, how did we get here?
You know how I got here? Because I found out I'm allergic to cats.
MITaker.
What?
That's so stupid. I hate you.
Yo, that's wow.
I found out I was allergic to cats. That's really how it happened.
This nigga giggling like to the side here.
I'm going home. I'm not putting up with this today.
Wait, we're not glossing over
That's good.
That is fucking gold.
Come on, son.
I'm not putting up with
How
this
did you
today.
find out? But like, so were you not always allergic to cats?
Just slander.
It has to be. I've been allergy tested before. Cats was not on the radar. Go over to this artisanal lady's crib. She has a cat, a fluffy cat at that. So it's just shit just all over the place. I walk in and just start sneezing. I'm like, I probably shouldn't be here.
That's dirty too.
What? I'm sorry.
It is. Clean your house. Why is there cat fur everywhere? Ugh.
I mean, well, the cat was
Can
just
she be artisanal if there's fucking fur everywhere?
Well, the cat was
She
just
could
running
be in the
around
cat's
while
nap.
we was just fucking at the Nationals game. I met her at the Nationals game. And so the cat was probably just...
The cat wasn't at the game?
No.
She didn't have her...
If there was that much dander in that house that you started sneezing as soon as you walked in, that means she has not cleaned her floor.
Okay, well, that's fine. Well... but yeah, so that shit happened. And I was just sneezing. I was like, all right, cool. Click in and out. And then I just wake up and my eye is swollen. I'm like, yo.
Quick in and out, huh?
I'm like, yo. And what's even crazier, I was like, yo, you know, usually when you have pink eye, you get like the little crust and shit. None of that shit happened. It's just swollen. And like, it doesn't hurt. It's just swollen. I'm like, it's that damn cat. Like, it just.
You needed one of them flush stations in science class.
You know what's crazy? When I heard this news, the first thing I thought was like, yo, I've been telling y'all that Tim don't like women.
For years, she been telling that shit.
I've been telling y'all this for years. And then we find out he allergic to pussy.
Oh my gosh.
Boom.
and everybody's surprised and shit.
I like the pink eye angle. I'm going with that one. I'm telling everybody you got pink eye.
So he was tongue in the butt all wild like
and I
Fat
got a
Trail.
big mouth. I'm telling everybody that.
So, but here's the thing, right?
This man has the eyeball in the butthole. If that was going on.
But here's the thing, though. I did go to urgent care because I was like, I need to figure this shit out. Because
you told him he was being nasty.
I told her, I was like, listen.
You double.
That man wanted to X out everything. Like, hey, so look, I was fucking around.
But as soon as I walked in, I was sneezing. So I'm thinking it's an allergic reaction. And then the doctor was like, yeah, it's not pink eye. You just had an allergic reaction. And I was like, okay, cool. I can live with that.
But did you tell the doctor that you were eating ass? Like, did you divulge?
Did
I'm
you
not
take an
gonna-
STD test anyway?
I am not going to lie. And yes, I did since I was there.
Good man.
So,
Wait, so you're admitting to going raw in a stranger?
no, I used a condom.
Oh, okay.
But you can never
that's
be-
That's not what I said. That was crazy.
Yeah, I was
What you
like,
just said, that
what?
was
I
crazy.
just wanted
That
to be
wasn't-
thorough.
You
I
can
care
still-
about young MITakers.
Condoms are only good for pregnancy. They don't really eliminate the STD aspect.
Is that what they telling y'all?
That is a lie.
I mean, it cuts it down, but it doesn't
But
eliminate it.
significantly, other than the herpes. But I mean,
Yo, you
had
know,
the
the
herpes?
shit that makes me mad though.
me personally, I do not.
The shit that makes me mad is niggas that be like, I wrapped it up when we was fucking. Like, that bitch put her whole mouth on your penis. Like, raw.
But it's from what I understand, it's harder to contract something from oral. Like, you're not. I don't think you're getting the gonorrhea from a mouth. You're getting that from a fiery pussy.
All right, y'all keep.
I've never heard of a case of somebody getting gonorrhea from
what
the
I
mouth.
will say is
How does that work for you?
I've definitely turned down mouth. Because I was like, nope, I'd like condoms.
But if I don't,
I don't want head with a condom.
But like, yeah, but if I feel like I have to do that, I don't want to go through with all
Right?
that.
Yeah. I feel
what?
that.
If I feel like I have to get head with a condom, I wouldn't want to have sex with
Yeah,
someone.
is she a prosty? Like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
know. There's
Nah.
no way.
Nah.
There's no way I'm getting my dick sucked with a condom.
All right, this about to sound crazy.
When don't you sound crazy?
Can I say this?
You can say whatever you'd like,
Sure.
Playboy.
This is your show. Let's
Let
go.
it fly.
I feel like the toppy is a little easier to get.
I think so as well.
So
Unless you got some Christian girl. I mean, there's
right. So I just feel like we should absolutely get toppy from someone that like you're sure about.
So here's my thing.
Because like a condom in the pussy isn't crazy, but like a condom in the mouth is bananas.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Right? So
wild.
if you're at the point where you're like, yo, I'm only taking this head if you're gonna do it with a condom, you know you shouldn't be there anyway.
Can you imagine
Okay.
what that might make the girl feel like too? Like, oh, hang on.
Right.
All right, come on, point.
So that's what I'm saying. I
thing
just
is-
don't do it.
Yeah.
My thing. So yeah. So
Like,
I'm,
mean,
I
I
don't
feel
feel like I need a condom for the head.
No,
I
I'm
don't
not
want
fucking
it.
with you. Yeah.
That's what I'm. So
I feel
that's
like
how.
that's
That's
But
how
I'm
I would.
always gonna do the condom for the pussy.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Unless we're like a thing.
I agree
Then
with
it's,
you on
you know,
that. We're on one
I feel
accord.
Okay. We didn't even introduce everybody because we got into your eye. Pause.
Pause.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
To the left of him is none other than my good man, Lugo.
I was gonna say, did you forget my name there, Playboy?
Nah, I was trying to see if I was gonna be an asshole, but you just be Lugo right now.
Thank you. I
I
appreciate
do like that shirt though, Playboy.
Thank you. Well, courtesy of you.
I
Thank
know,
you.
but
So
I'm
thank
just
you.
like really mad I gave it to you now because now I have to see it. I should have gave it to somebody I didn't know.
I
Because
guess.
I like after I gave it to you, I've tried to find it in a bigger size.
It's probably
and I
not gonna
can't
happen.
find
That's
it.
right. It's a double XL T-shirt. Is double XL even around anymore?
No, but you
They still
know
make
what?
the freshman covers.
You know what you
but
just
is it
told
it's
me?
still a physical publication?
You know what you just told me?
No, absolutely not.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. Good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Can you name a double XL freshman from this year?
Not from this year. No, the only class I ever gave a fuck about
Puffy
was
Mitt.
when Spittle was on it.
Hey, that. Stop it. Stop it.
I haven't paid attention to a double XL freshman cover in forever.
Puffy Mitt went on there?
Probably. I mean,
Maybe.
I'd like to think
Top
so.
5.
Okay, all right,
Dead or
cool.
alive.
That's bad. I know the energy for today.
No, I'm
That's
just
cool.
saying we here. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Last but certainly not least, the one and only. Big Solo, you already know what the fuck going on.
Pew, pew.
She's not gonna quit
But-
until you give her
Hey,
the drop.
hey, listen.
Yeah, I need my drop.
Listen. Not that why you think I was so quiet? Now I got it. Listen,
Sniped it right there.
she got the J, it ain't lit. That's how you know it's about to go crazy. It ain't even lit already. It's about to be a good show.
Going crazy, yo.
Not a game. Not a game.
Not at
Not
all.
a game.
Practice.
Practice.
Mm.
Hey, you know who been fucking with the pod lately? Killer Cam.
Nice.
She been seeing clips and shit. And she's like, wait, I just found my new favorite podcast. These niggas are ridiculous.
That's
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 tight.
fucking dope.
Like, I like
She
when
has
people
good.
are like serious about it. They're like, oh, nah, these niggas, they're on one. Like,
Who is Killer Cam?
so Killer Cam is a rapper,
Mhm.
a young lady from
Mhm.
the area, I believe. Well, she's in the area. We'll say.
Yeah.
I'm not sure of her origins, but I'm gonna put that on her because she might not want it. But I know her from this area,
Sure.
and she raps her ass off.
Oh, she's nice.
She's got a feature with Nature. We put her on the Herstory and the Making show. Yeah, like she's dope.
I'll have to
She's
check it
very,
out.
very, very dope.
Check it out.
And-
Like rapidy rap or like
like
She raps with her hands.
oh,
yeah,
say
she-
less.
she
That's all
uses-
I need to know.
Hey,
she
yo.
uses her hands.
That's all I need to know.
I love that
That's what I
description.
said.
That's all I need to know.
She uses her hands. So she's fire. And she been fucking with the content. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the love
Shout
she
out
been
her.
showing on her story.
Yeah,
Like
shout out her.
it's different when niggas be like, oh no, this is funny and I want y'all to laugh too.
Sure.
Than when they just like, I like that.
Yeah.
That's two different levels. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, for sure.
And it's not like I'm saying that to say like do something different. I'm saying like if you feel compelled that way, I just understand that like, okay, it connected. And that's things we're gonna, try to do more of. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like we want to make an equitable show that the audience enjoys. So with that being said, we got a bunch of topics. I want to start on a heavier note, unfortunately. But There's two gentlemen that I think deserve a lot of praise. Clarence Avant, rather. Let me make sure I said that right. The Black Godfather.
Easily.
If you haven't seen it, there's a documentary on Netflix about him called The Black Godfather. And it tells you about who Clarence Avant is, what the impact he had, the songs he was a part of.
Guaranteed, if you don't know him,
you know this music.
If you grew up in a black household, your ass was woken up on a Saturday morning to something he probably produced to clean that fucking house.
Promise you.
Promise you.
And he was just so impactful and like connecting different types of people, connecting different types of rooms and different type of audiences, and
real tight with Quincy.
Grew the black equity in music substantially in his lifetime. He died in 92. So I would just encourage anybody that is hearing me to check the doc out. I got a text today from Lo, and she was like, "Yo, bro, Clarence Avant died," and that was the first I heard of it. And I was like, "Damn, where you hit at?" She told me, "Woo," and she was like, "I just remember the first time I heard of Clarence Avant was at the studio, and me and you sat and watched the documentary."
Yeah.
And that's real. That did happen, right? And that's the type of like connectivity that I had with his story and I have with people where I'm like, yo, look, this what niggas is after. Like, that's somebody that I looked up to where I was like, yo, this dude, he didn't have to be the main guy, but when he believed in some talent, he believed in something, he put everything he had behind it, every connection he had, every whoop, and took it to where it could be. You know what I'm saying? As far as he could take it, he took it.
Yeah.
And I just respected that.
Lived a full life and left a hell of a legacy.
Yeah, and like I remember like maybe was it 3 years ago, Tim? 4 years ago, his wife was murdered in an attempted home invasion.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
So just like the life he lived, like through like segregation and like so much oppression
from Motown era to now.
Yeah, like come on, like
wild.
Yeah, we gotta show some respect.
Wild.
So I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, send a big up to Clarence Avant, all of his offspring, because they still gonna carry the legacy on there. A lot of them are in like the entertainment industry and whatnot, but yeah, that was impactful for me. Like I'm gonna probably go home and watch the documentary again. I just watched it last week.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that as well too. Yeah.
He's just an inspiration for me personally, because I don't need a whole lot of like niggas. Like just let me cook, and y'all enjoy the results.
Yeah,
like I'm cool. That makes me happier than niggas being in my face.
Yeah.
So with that being said, secondly, that we learned that passed in the last 3-4 days was Magoo.
And that's confirmed.
It's been confirmed by like Genuine and a couple of other people, but it's only been confirmed like through statements on other platforms. So like, I don't know, right?
But Genuine was on Blackground. I mean, he was tight with Magoo. So.
I don't want to not say something and miss it.
Yeah.
Right? Like I want to be clear that, you know, I love Magoo.
Fuck yeah.
I love what Magoo brought to the game. That tonality, I think births a Kendrick, a JID, what's the camp that J. Cole got, the little crew of dudes.
Dreamville?
That's the label.
Oh, you're talking about the two guys?
Earth Gang.
Mm-hmm.
Earth Gang. That tonality comes from Magoo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just respect Magoo and what he brought to the game and what he brought to that collective, if you will.
Yeah, because Blackground as a collective when Magoo was around was crazy if you think about their roster. You had Baby Girl, you had Timbaland, you had Magoo, you had Genuine. They had a fucking squad.
Oh, I know. I named my child after Baby
Missy.
Girl. Yeah.
Tweet. Like they had a fucking squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, man. One of my favorite songs is Timbaland, one of Timbaland and Magoo's songs.
Yeah. Nah, so respect to Magoo, respect to Clarence Avant. Rest in peace. Blessings and prayers up for your family, both of your families, and
to everybody they touched as well. You know, for sure. Condolences to them, because it's not just their immediate family, but the family and music that is feeling the effects of his passing.
100%.
Both of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next topic I had was this. I seen 2 stories this week, right? And they both spoke to the turmoil that streaming has brought to visual and audible arts, right? So on the one hand, there was an article on, I believe it was Vulture, and it spoke about how Suits is now on
And it's popping.
Netflix.
Yep.
And it's popping. Like it's popping.
Yeah.
Like to the point where like it could be considered a resurgence. Like,
I started it because it was on Netflix. Yeah.
people
Oh, you didn't see it was on USA?
Yeah. Suits was on USA. That's
Yeah,
what
but you didn't watch it when it was.
Oh no! I never got hit to it. No.
Okay, so that's kind of like without you doing that,
Yeah.
lending itself to my point.
Yeah.
These people, well, not these people, but people are learning about Suits through it being on Netflix, right? And the article on Vulture was speaking to the kind of the signaling of that. So if you're learning about Suits through Netflix housing it, right?
Sure.
Which they had to pay to own it for a set period of time to broadcast it, right? There are no new episodes due to be made.
Yeah, it's done.
It's done already.
Yeah.
Correct. Right? So you're watching it, you're enjoying it, you're loving it, right?
Yep.
And it has become the darling of the summer, right? Which has to be concerning when major broadcast networks aren't producing shows at that clip. That show lasted for, I think, 8 years.
Yeah.
No, it had a good run.
It had a run, yeah.
Right? Nobody's producing shows that they expect to last 8 years at this point. Right? So if Netflix's plan is to pick up shows that have 6, 8, 10 years of episodes to stream at 15 to 22 episodes a season, and those shows are decreasing in production from the major production houses behind these TV networks.
Yeah.
And Netflix, when they create a show, it only lasts 1 to 4 seasons. What is the long-term plan for streaming?
Well, I think
Right now, wait, before you answer, couple that with a Billboard article that says that music executives are increasingly depressed, I think that was the term, about not being able to find artists that can sell tickets on a tour.
Sure.
Right? So you've got both of these, to me, signal a diminishing value in like one-off experiences.
Well,
Am I bugging?
I would say I look at it just because of my background, right? From like a technological standpoint. So I knew about Suits, right? I just didn't watch it because I don't fucking have cable. Why? I can't go to USA and just watch it. I'm not watching that shit. I cut the cord, as it were, years ago. If it's not on my server, if I can't get it online, I'm probably not going to watch it. Additionally, if I can't binge it, probably not going to watch it. I am one of those people now that hate episodic shit. Give me the whole clip so I can sit there and I can watch the whole thing, right? So I see it as it's the industry playing catch up still to Netflix. And now it's come to this head where Netflix has been running the game so long that now even they're struggling to produce new content. And that's why in some of your algorithms, you see so much foreign content.
My bad.
Because they can go and grab this Korean show that did numbers in Korea that might be old, that we've never heard of, but now pops off here. What was the show? Squid Game. And now because of that popularity,
I
they
agree.
order a second season.
I agree to that, right? But what I'm saying is, even a show like that has 1 to 2 seasons, 2 to 3 seasons.
It could be, but it depends on the market because they only ever did 1 season in Korea. But then because it was so popular in America, they said, "Oh fuck it, we bought the show, we have ownership of it. We're gonna double back and make another one because of how popular."
Right,
it
but
was.
they've seen that fail too.
Yeah, I mean, but that's to speak to the executive point where they're not finding artists anymore. I mean, if you keep throwing shit at a wall, not all of it's going to stick. When you keep trying to pull your artists from TikTok that only have a 10-second clip of a song, and because it's hot on TikTok, now you want to sign them, and then they're exposed by not being able to keep up that trend of making substantial music, just these little clips of music. That's why you see these artists come and go. I almost feel like there's no such thing as the one-hit wonder anymore. The one-hit wonder has now become the person on TikTok. You don't have a song that just runs shit for a whole summer.
One hook wonder.
That's what it is. And then when you look at content in the streaming age, I mean, they got to buy the content or come up with new content.
One hook wonder.
Because I have 2 points. So
Pause.
Thank you. So I started watching Suits when it first came out, when it was on USA. And I stopped when they let go of the original reason the whole show started, because went to Princeton, didn't have a law degree.
Yeah, he didn't go to Harvard.
He didn't go to
Harvard, yeah.
And so once they let him go, I was like, what more do I need to watch the show about?
I hear you.
And so I was like, but it's just interesting to see because like that was like years ago. Like I was in high school when I watched Suits, and now people talking about Suits. I'm like, that shit's old.
But that's the conundrum, right? Is like, there's nothing new niggas are talking about.
But here's the flip side of that.
There's a lot of new shit niggas
Here's
are
the flip side of that, right? People may hate on The Walking Dead and say, man, put that thing to rest. It's da-da-da. But TMC, when they came out with their streaming platform, they hedged their bets on The Walking Dead. Now you have The Walking Dead still continuing.
TMC, yeah.
Then you have The Walking Dead in LA. Now you have these 2 spinoffs, one with Daryl, one with Negan and Old Girl. So they doubled down on it. I think what it is just the disconnect in these executives being greedy as they are and trying to get the most amount of money. And because they're in cahoots with the cable companies, let's be clear, these entertainment companies go up. They're owned by one big conglomerate. So if we're losing money to one conglomerate, of course we don't want you over there because we don't own it. We want the viewership to be here so that we can get the dollars, whether it be from ads, TV placements, or whatever. Because if I pay for Netflix and don't get ads, then the conglomerate that owns said ad company is getting no revenue from me because I don't see the ad.
Correct. So to that point, right? That's why I wanted to broaden this topic by bringing in music, the music side of the streaming thing, right? And so the music executives are having the same plight where they're like, yo, we're not necessarily producing anything as original content that we can stretch.
I think they're just being exposed as being useless like they always were. Now it's just you have the platform
does that make them useless?
In this era, yes, because now an artist can, if I want to sell my music, I can put it on Bandcamp. If I want to get YouTube money, I can get YouTube money. I can get Spotify. I can distribute myself. Will I get to the level of a Jay-Z, something like that? Maybe not. But you see these artists time and time again, like I was saying, TikTok artists getting signed off a 10-second clip, not even a whole hook, right? Because it's showing if I have a following, if I have a social following, I don't necessarily need the executives because I did it myself. So now they have nothing to produce.
You absolutely need the executives.
I mean, because from artist-executive relationship,
because every independent artist right now who's booming had once signed their name on that dotted line to get the experience, to see how shit moves on somebody else's dime.
Sure.
And then they're like, okay, cool, bet, let's take this and move it over here. So it's weird. And especially with like the TikTok shit that you was talking about, those girls that are running around. Like, I hate this. It sounds like that. But
the girlies are running it right now. They are running it.
But they are running TikTok.
They're running it. They're running it.
No pun intended. They're running it, right? Never heard a full song from them.
Never. Even that Armani white guy, all I heard was the clip from that. I listened to the rest of the song. I'm like, no wonder this is clipped up. This shit is ass. The clip is fire for TikTok, but outside of this, you ain't saying this song sucks.
And so what's crazy is I one day I was just bored. And I was like, let's just look up what they have. They don't have
He
an
just
album
performed
out.
with Billie Eilish, by the way.
Which is cool because he made the clip,
Oh,
the
Forever 21
TikTok
music?
clip. Yeah.
Huh?
Billie Eilish makes Forever 21 music, and I think that's dope.
Well, but
Hey,
see,
yo,
I think that
I've
only
never
speaks
heard
to
it
my point
described
that
like
I'm
that.
saying is
That's crazy.
you don't need the executive because why did he get that placement with Billie Eilish? Because he had the song Billie Eilish. It went up on TikTok.
You don't
and
think there's a
finally came
label behind
across
him?
her. I'm not going to say that. I won't speculate.
There's
but what I'm
somebody
saying is,
behind everybody.
I'm
Let's
of
be
the
real.
opinion that you don't necessarily need the executive.
Yes, you do. Your
It's
first girl.
the big ticket executive, especially if you have somebody in your camp who makes it their priority to learn the business and then guide you from there and then quote unquote be your executive. I think gone are the days where you need the big wig executive, the these guys up there where it's like, I gotta sign to them because they know. Would
Who's
it
these
help
guys
your
up
career?
there? Like
Yes.
Leor?
Leor Cohen, these guys. I don't think you need
Here's
those
the-
guys.
here's the
No,
thing,
wait.
though.
So I have a question. So
It just depends on your success that you want to attain.
okay, cool. Hold on. I have a question. So the topic is streaming turmoil. What exactly? What is the question?
The execs
bro?
are mad they're not getting bread from producing artists.
Here's the thing.
But
them.
okay, I'm not really me personally. I'm like, I don't understand. I agree because I'm like, they're not good. What the fuck can you produce?
And especially
From 10
if some of
seconds.
these executives are antiquated and they're looking at things and they're still trying to flip 360
because
deals.
they're
Let's
picking
be
the
clear.
wrong artists. That's really what
That's
it
why
is.
that's why I'm like,
That's
I'm
all.
That's part of the problem as well.
now
But that
that
speaks to my point that you
executives are
don't
not
need the
producing
executive.
them,
If
that's
they don't even
not-
know how to pick the talent,
could
where are the
argue against
A&Rs?
that point.
That's
Where are the
not-
A&Rs? Why are executives doing A&R jobs?
I could argue against that point.
Which point? They're picking the wrong artists.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I
Well,
would
you
like-
could with
Hold on,
Scooter Braun.
Wait. I
You could.
would love to hear this.
So here's the thing, right? The artists that they're picking are popular, right or wrong?
Correct.
Correct. Got it. Right. The artists that have a business model that works are like La Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I, as a label and or entity, stand to make money with La Russell?
It could be like a Spitta deal where you get some kind of distribution. Hey, we'll distribute your shit.
And then he's just gonna leave you.
He doesn't want it.
And that is to my point that you don't need the executive. Could you use
Everybody's
an executive?
not built like
Sure.
that, bro. Everybody's not. That's my problem.
Spitta got Rolls Royces and all the shit that
That's
your big
not-
ticket
you're-
rappers have without doing that.
You are picking the top 0.0001%.
Also, what I'm saying is like
But okay,
everybody's not built like
good
that.
point, Tim. But
Everybody's not
speak,
built like-
but to speak to his point, the
'cause even in this room-
0.001%, right? Maybe that artist doesn't necessarily want Taylor Swift fame. Maybe I'm cool with currency level fame. Do I need an executive? Okay, good example. I just watched a Les interview where he said it's artists in the game, major artists in the game right now that don't fuck with me, but they favorite rappers fuck with me. I did shit with Bun B, Slim Thug. You can't tell me shit. I'm good. I'm getting my money. I don't need no exec. We did this shit ourselves. I'm cool on all that. You have these artists that are saying, I don't need it. I get my money and I'm cool with this level of money.
Les was never signed at one point.
I don't know much. That's why I'm speaking
was.
about Les and Spitta. I don't know.
He was.
I'm just
He
saying.
was signed to Spitta. He
But
was
that's-
signed to Bun.
But that's
Not
the thing.
Bun,
But that's the thing, though. Every independent
Slim Thug.
artist who people are championing have been signed at one point. So what are we talking about?
No. But define signed, because if we're talking
They
about a
signed-
distribution
they-
deal, we're not signed can mean a lot of things. Are we doing a partnership? Am I doing a 360? Am I doing a
Their
distribution deal?
first
What
deal
are we
was
doing?
definitely not a partnership. I could tell you that right now.
With who?
Anybody.
What are you talking about? Les and Slim Thug had a partnership with Boss Hog Outlaws, and then he went off on his own. There's many partnerships going
That
on.
wasn't his
Drake,
first- that was
granted,
not his-
top
that was not
001,
his-
but
That's not his first deal.
with Slim, I'm pretty sure. Well, Spitta was before Slim, I think, or no, the other way around. Yeah.
So once again, their first deal was not a partnership. So they had to, every artist who is independent now was once signed to somebody where they was like, okay, we learned the ropes, we figured this game out, now let's do something different. And so that's why I get so sick and tired of hearing people be like, yo, J. Cole independent, J. Cole did this. J. Cole was fucking signed to Rock Nation. Him and Wale was running around under Jay-Z
facts.
for years.
But let me ask you this. The question was, do you need it? You're making an
Yes, you
argument
need
that
it.
no,
You need
wait.
it. You need
You're
it.
making an argument to attain a certain level of success, you need it, which I wouldn't argue. Is it a necessity, especially if I have somebody on my team who's actively learning the business? That answer is no. Especially if I don't want that level of success, especially if I'm cool with just being popping in, let's say, Texas. Okay. I'm cool in Texas. I don't need nobody else because I can make enough money in Texas to sustain me for the rest of my life. No, I don't got to go nowhere else.
No. You
don't need an exec at that point.
No artist who is successful to the point that we're talking about.
I don't think we define that point.
Wait. Can I finish my point, please?
Go ahead.
So no artist who is we deem successful as an independent artist was not signed to a label, not a major label, a label in general, where they signed some shit over to somebody and they learned the lesson. Like, nah, I don't have to do this. I learned it from the game. They spent their money. All right, cool, bet. Now we do this because I learned the game from under them. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why that's such a hard concept for people to grasp.
It's not. I just think the thinking is antiquated. I would say even as recent as 5 years ago, you'd be correct. But I think now, in the age of TikTok and all this,
give me an example.
You don't need it.
You don't
quote unquote need it. Before, like I said, as recent as 5 years, I'd agree with you. No argument there. But today, if we're talking about today, I don't think that you need, especially, let's say I get popping and I got 10 million followers on TikTok. Fuck, I need a label for. I'm going to drop this bitch on TikTok because I got 10 million people looking at this shit. I don't need y'all.
What's the example?
I don't know, dude. You want a prime example?
All right.
Okay, outside of music. The girl Bobby Altoff. Who the fuck is putting money behind her? She was popping on TikTok. She was putting money. She was popping on TikTok and then transitioned. She literally showed how to build a sales tunnel.
We talked about artist tickets struggling.
But then the conversation went to the broader point of executives.
We got the whiteboard now. It's right in front of you.
Yeah, but then you said you opened it up. You said a broader point, right? That's not a broad point. You said you opened it to a broader point. There are instances in entertainment today where you do not need an executive telling you what to do. If you want a one-of-one example or a one-to-one example, Bobby Altoff. We don't know who's backing her. It's seemingly just her because she said she's paying for her own shit. She was massively huge on TikTok and then funneled that to YouTube, which led her to getting her own interviews, which by her own admission, she is paying for and scheduling through text herself. Now, now, are we going to believe that? I don't know. But that's a prime example of I don't need an executive.
What does that do?
If all of that is true, I don't need an executive.
What does that do with music artists?
Did you not hear what I said? I said entertainment as a broader point. You don't need the executives because this swirled off of the Netflix thing and entertainment. You don't need the executives.
You do need executives.
I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree because I literally just provided you an example.
I think people and or artists do need executives. I don't think all people need executives. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
I just think it depends on where you want to land. Do you want to be Beyonce level or do you want to be, currency level? Where do you want to land?
Hey, buddy, I think we're agreeing.
Yeah. It just depends where you want to land.
If you want to fight, you know what I'm saying? I can move the camera.
No. I'm just saying.
We already rearranged the furniture.
I don't think you need it.
It's a little more space in here. I don't know how, but it happened.
Well, it's like
this guy right here.
It's a design thing. When you cut off a room, right? When you open it, it makes you feel
I know
bigger.
you want all the credit.
No. Not even my credit. I didn't tell you to do this like this. I didn't know how you were going to do it. I just said, make this the back wall. But when it's like a literal thing when you're doing a house too. If you put a physical barrier, your mind will register it as being smaller, although it's the same level of space. It's just but you've opened it up now. That's open. This is open. Everything's just open now. So it feels bigger.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. Yeah, super pause. Yeah.
But all I'm saying is every independent artist that people strive to be like, the Coles, the Crits, the Currencies, the list goes on and on. Joey Badass. They were all signed to a label at one point to learn the game, and then they figured the shit out from there.
But Tim, we're talking about now. We're not talking about then. You're talking about 10 years ago. We're talking about now.
All right. What successful independent artist is there right now that didn't go through the ranks and files of a major? You can't name them.
Define success. Because an artist that I listen to, West Side Web, he's successful. He has no major label backing. Define success. I would say you were correct 5 to 10 years ago. Today, you have to define to me what is success, because I could tell you examples of why you would be wrong. Now, if we're speaking to your point of being a crit or Cole level successful, well, shit, yeah, I'd be inclined to agree with you. You might need that executive. You might have to take that 360 deal. But today, right now.
So, okay. So, my only rebuttal is I've never heard of West Side Web before. And that does not determine anybody's success level or not.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm just saying.
I only found out because fucking Apple algorithm threw it at me. Oh, you like G Perico? Check this guy out.
And I think that's another thing, because I think Tidal does a better job of the suggestions of what you listen to.
Oh, see, I say Spotify's undefeated in that. Undefeated. Spotify's enhanced shuffle is fucking insane.
That Tidal suggestion.
Tidal is crazy.
I have found artists from all over the world using that thing that sound exactly what the fuck I was just listening to. It's like, yo, this is good. Or here's not exactly, but here's something very similar that you might like that's slightly out of your pocket.
You're more consumer brain than us, though.
I would say I wouldn't disagree with that. I definitely have a consumer brain part of me. I'd say if we're talking left and right brain, my left brain is definitely consumer and the right brain is definitely entrepreneur. Like, and it goes back and it struggles between the two. Because I do love a good brand. Like, I like that.
I'm strictly consumer, though.
Really?
I feel like I am.
Well, then my thesis is blown up.
It's just a shit now.
Yeah, thanks, Tim.
You're welcome.
All right, great. So,
but yeah, fuck the executives straight up if they're bitching about not getting the extra $1 million.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, fuck them. Give it to the artist.
So I was like, can we talk to Solo? Because like, Solo is the artist in the room.
I'm about to say she's the artist.
She agreed with me already.
Yeah.
She agreed with me already. The fuck?
Did you?
So you wouldn't sign a deal right now? If a major label came to you with a deal, you wouldn't sign the deal? If it was advantageous for you. I'm not saying go getting fucked in some fucked up 360 deal.
But that's what they're handing out.
360s are not always fucked up.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
but I'm saying if it was a deal that was advantageous to you, you wouldn't sign it just strictly on being, I'm going to be an independent.
What is advantageous? Like, and
something that
360s are not always fucked up.
Advantageous would be to your benefit.
I mean, I know what it means. Yeah. I'm saying like it really would like depend. Like I've never wanted to sign a deal. It's never been my goal.
If the deal worked out in your favor, you wouldn't sign it.
I do one better. I'm the exec. I'm going to offer you $2 million, a 360 deal. I get 20% of all your merch. I get 20% of all your ticket sales. I get 20% of your tour and any dates that you do. Are you signing the deal? And I'll give you distribution through my major label that touches 50 million people. Are you signing the deal?
I'm going to be honest, probably not.
There you go.
I'll be honest.
If you're that popping, if the talent is there, those numbers will come. A hell of a lot slower than the label because you don't have. What did they say? On average, it's $200,000 to break a song. Do you have $200,000 to break a song?
So
right, like
that goes back to the reason thing.
Here's what really happens in real life. You call her and say that. She's calling me and Nature and maybe some other people, but I know those two calls are happening. I'm gonna say. For how long?
True. Okay, so let's say for 4 albums. I did forget that piece.
No.
And that's what they're trying to hand out. They are handing out these types of deals,
but this kind of, it's not on our board.
Okay. How many songs is an album?
I think EP is still considered 6.
No, what do you want?
Album
what
is
do you
10.
want? What do you want?
You're making the deal.
I want at least, if it were me, if I'm the exec, I want 12 songs.
Per project.
So 48
4
songs.
albums, 2 mil.
48 songs.
And I get, let's call it, to make the numbers easy, I get 20% of everything outside, and that 2 mils in advance. So I'm going to give you a $2 million advance. I want 20% on everything. Tour, merch, guest spots, walkthroughs, everything. Advertisement placements, whatever you do, I need to recoup my money. And I'm going to give you a recording budget of matter of fact, your recording budget is in your advance.
What label are you with?
If my recording
doesn't matter. I'm with Big Dick Records. I am the biggest record in the world, or the biggest record company in the world.
Yeah, the biggest dick in the record company.
Correct. That as well. That as well.
You can say what you can how you feel.
I'm going to tell you how I'm coming. I'm like this. Listen. You said 12 tracks.
12 tracks, 4 albums.
4 albums.
$2 million advance. Your recording budget is in it, and I get 20% of everything.
Why is my recording budget in the advance?
Because a lot of them do that. Here is a $2 million advance. How you use this $2 million. So a lot of the time, that $2 million might be you paying to get on the radio. It might be you. That advance is an advance. Use this $2 million. You want to buy a chain? That's on you. You gotta pay the cost to be the boss. Here's $2 million. That's all we're giving you, and you got to pay it back to me. I don't care if you flipping burgers or you making these songs. You owe me $2 million.
Okay, wrap this up.
Go ahead.
Listen, wait, listen.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I respect that offer. $2 million is a beautiful offer. That's what I think we should do. Give us $1 million.
No. Wait, I'll do you one better. Before you go there, because I know what you're about to do, there is no negotiation. This is the deal.
Well, suck my dick. If we can't negotiate.
And you think a lot of labels aren't doing it. Who are you, little art? Not you, Solo. I would never disrespect.
Go ahead, yeah.
But who are you, Solo, little artist from the DMV? You're nobody. You're not even in a position to negotiate with me. I'll go find another one of you out there. This is the deal. Take it or leave it. And on top of that, you have 1 week to respond to this deal or I'm moving on.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how I honestly would respond. Real live, raw as shit.
Yes, please.
No, nigga, Jesus told me no. Like, I'm gonna be real honest with you.
And that builds to the point that I was saying is if you could build all of that in theory, you could build all of that on your own. You could get up to $200,000 to make your song pop on the radio or the playlist and all this shit. You could, in theory, get up all that bread and do all that shit yourself and not owe anybody any money. Yeah. Because as soon as Currency got out his deal early on, that's exactly what he did. I'm going to put up all my own money that I get from wherever I'm getting my money from, whether it be merch, this or that. And I'm going to do 50 fucking shows in a year. I'm going to take all my show money because that's 100% of mine. I'm going to bust it down with my crew and I'm going to reinvest it.
But you know what you said that was really important? Once he got out of his deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the deal didn't do shit for him.
Well,
okay. And so, like I
that
was
speaks
saying,
to the example. You don't need the executive. If the deal didn't do shit for you, why did I need you in the first place? You didn't do shit for me.
Right, but we can attempt a mutually beneficial deal.
Well, and that's where he now has the leverage, and I believe he's still distributed through Warner Brothers. I have leverage. I have shown, hey, I can sell these shows. I can sell them out. I can move merch. I can sell an album. Now let's do a partnership and let's, get into it now because maybe I want to advance my money more. But does he have to? Does he need it? No. The conversation was, do I need it? The answer is no. Can I do it? Sure. Do I need it? No.
Did he know that he didn't need this before or after?
He said it his whole fucking career that I don't need the label. I'm getting it on my own. He has said this his whole career.
And he was standing on that after he left Young Money.
Because the deal didn't do anything for him. You're not making a point.
Let's go back to my original point that he didn't know this until he left the label.
I can't agree with you, Lou, because like even on the strength that like after the Young Money deal,
sure,
he took another deal.
Sure.
So what are we talking about?
Where has he attained his highest level of success without the deal?
And he learned through bruising his fucking. He's scraping his knees.
How is it debatable? He's not even arguably more up than he's ever been in his career. What are we talking about?
We're talking about he took the.
Was he buying his own roles? Was he doing all of these things on his own?
I'm talking about
he took his bumps and bruises in the label.
But you're missing the point of what I'm saying.
Every successful artist that these independent artists,
y'all are missing it.
No,
did
we're
he
not.
Need it? It was not necessary.
Oh man,
did it help him? Yes, I'm not arguing that. Did he?
So what are we talking about?
Can you give me a beer, bro?
Tim, you're missing it, bro, because you're trying to argue your point. Does somebody need it? There is a difference between want and
to
need.
Get to where we are now.
I'm just saying. Yes. The argument was, do I need it?
Okay,
yes,
I
you
feel
do.
what you're saying. To get to it, I feel like it's like to get to a certain point.
Yeah, I'm just in general. I'm speaking in generalities because you brought in the conversation. Do I need it? Will it help me? I'm not arguing that because the answer is always going to be yes. You don't have $200,000 to put behind your own single. That's plain as fucking day. It's black and white. But do you need it?
And the one single Currency had was not good.
Dog.
Wait, what single?
That would only prove that he didn't need the fucking label.
What about where the cash at?
Yeah, where the cash at was bigger than bottom of the bottle. What are you talking about? Because think about it. If I'm an artist, right? Let's say I have a day job that does well and I own a house. Okay, and I want to record. Do I need the label? No. I can go remortgage my house, and I've given myself now an advance on my record career, my record recording career, right? And I only owe the money to myself because I've remortgaged my home. I'm not saying that everyone's in a position to do that, but it would not necessitate the need for me to entertain a label. Why? Because I have assets that I can use on my own to facilitate my career. Therefore, I don't need you. Now, will it take me twice, 3, 5 times as long to get to maybe where I want to be dealing with you than if I do it myself? Maybe. But I don't need you. Be clear, I don't need anything. I can do it myself.
These artists be renting, so this whole scenario is just gone.
Maybe the bigger artists.
Why that sound so hard? These artists be renting.
Yeah, Spitter don't rent. What are you talking about? I can use Spitter as an example all day long.
And you're proving my point with that argument that he went through signing with a label.
Twice.
Y'all got it. Y'all are not listening because you're trying to argue your own point. I'm saying nothing necessitates the need.
Do you think I want to argue?
You don't need it.
I don't want to argue.
We didn't say he needed it, but we can't negate
it definitely helped him in his.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
I apologize. I need to stop doing that.
That doesn't, like, just because you're saying he didn't need it doesn't negate the advantages that it brought.
Oh, we're saying the same fucking thing. I never said that. I literally just sat here and said, do I need it? No. Could it be advantageous pending what I deem successful? Yes. Could I also do it myself? It would just take longer. Yes. Two things can be true, bro. Y'all are looking at things like only one thing can be true.
You got it, big dog.
But I think the label situation definitely helps.
You got it, big
What's
dog.
the half a bar?
No. It's Monday time. We can't just do that. You skipping your own segment, bro.
You don't want to do your segment?
I do want to do my segment.
You tucked it in.
I do it.
We need a British woman to sing.
Did your segment need a label?
No, not yet.
The only British woman I know.
Not until we're there yet.
Mint Mondays.
Yeah. Deleted Scenes 2, an album by Ransom, produced entirely by, well, not an album. I would say this is an EP. By Ransom, produced entirely by Nicholas Craven. And so I got hip to Nicholas Craven through Boldy James, which is one of my, favorite rappers right now.
Yes, sir.
And
good rapper.
Great rapper. This project, 5 tracks, 14 minutes. Well within the BASSLINE podcast pocket. Situated. No features.
Ooh.
So we doing great things here. This was a good pickup by him. So they've worked together before, Ransom and Nicholas Craven, and the last project they did was dope. And so when I saw it, I was like, yeah, let me tap into this.
Did you like Ran before the Nicholas Craven projects, or?
Yes, I've heard him on several shit before.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to what I deem the greatest streaming platform, Tidal. You just get like,
you don't want to debate anymore.
Yeah, nah. It's just you hear some shit and then it'd be like, all right, cool. We do this, we do that. Like, but yeah, nah. It's a good. It's a good body of work, a good little EP. So the song I would like to play is Homefront.
Okay. All right. You said Homefront?
Yes.
All right, let me move these markers because I had to.
I'm not going for my hearing is getting so bad. I thought you said home fries, and I was questioning why.
That's what I thought he said. I was like, okay, I'm interested.
No,
grandma was cooking.
He just said, "Let me cook."
I like that. Like y'all had such different. You said the track is called what?
Homefront.
Homefront. I thought you said home fries too because they threw me off.
Hungry ass niggas.
Right to it. Nicholas Craven, Ransom. Off the leader scenes too. This track is called Homefront. Let's go.
Yeah. These things that come out you haters' mouth. Let's play this out. Niggas act like they make the same amount. They playing both sides of the fences, but still afraid to jump.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Pause. Young Mitchell. Nicholas Craven, Ransom, Deleted Scenes 2 EP. That track was called Homefront. Young Mitchell, what you rating the project, bro?
So I'm giving the project 4 Dylons.
4 Dylons?
Yeah.
Okay.
you know, quick EP, you know, bars were there, beats were there because it's Nicholas Craven. He hasn't missed. And it's just like, it's a good listen. And then when I listen back, like, I know it's on the shorter end of the projects, but like when you listen back 2-3 times, you know it's good music.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how I feel.
So I did get to listen to this, because you told me what it was when you pulled up, and I pressed play, and although we was doing a couple things, I was listening. For me, I'm gonna go 375.
Mm-hmm.
I think the cadences got a little redundant. It was just a little, but I'd like to see a little more dancing, make it a little more interesting. But it's not like Ransom can't rap. But to your point, like it was a quick project, 5 songs, woo woo. Might not have been necessary to do all that. Mm-hmm. But that's just what I would have liked to have seen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I mean, but that's also like, that goes back to your point where like, I like redundant shit like that.
You like Bodie more than me.
Yeah. So that's the next thing. Like, yo, Bodie, his shit don't change. He gonna rap the same way. Whatever. But I fuck with that.
That's what he gonna say every time. Am I wrong? That's the cadence, ain't it?
Yeah, nah. He said, he said the bin's black, but the gut's green. But he just said the shit.
Yeah.
Just
black, but
in the most.
Not enough variation for you, huh?
Nah, I just need a little more.
But he be talking that shit though.
He do be saying shit. I'm not saying he don't be rapping.
I never said that.
Yeah, I'm just saying I just want a little more, you know, a little
they
more.
Said he's tapped in like
fun.
He said he tapped in like the touchscreen.
Yeah, he be saying some shit. Tapped in like but it's the same flow as the
That's
last
clever.
bar.
Yeah, tapped in with the touchscreen.
That sounds like a battle rap bar happening like a touchscreen.
That's what it is.
It sounds like a battle rap.
His
bar.
recorded rap sound like battle
shit
raps.
like that. Shit like that.
You funny as shit.
That's good. I never thought about that.
Bodie sounds like really good recorded battle raps.
Yeah, that's a rare thing.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
That's good.
You nailed it.
Thank you, Lewis.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you, Lewis.
That's what it sounded like.
Hey,
that's what it sounded like.
Would your wife be mad if we got another woman to say thank you, Lewis?
No.
Okay, so we got to find her. We're looking for a thank you, Lewis.
What'd you say? Have you seen her?
Have you seen her?
Yeah, send in
Tell me, have you seen her? Seen her?
Send in the thank you, Lewis drop so we can use it.
Pop, pop.
Swear to God, if someone sends you a thank you, Lewis drop, we're using it.
Hey.
Have you seen her? Lewis, have you seen her? Seen her? All right. So it's let me make sure I got the drop ready before I hit the button. Okay.
You only get half a bar.
So J. Cole, Tim's favorite artist.
Jermaine Lamar Cole.
You called him Jermaine Lamar Nicole. That's
yes,
crazy.
I did.
Yes, he did.
He said that 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying is the greatest album on the history of the planet.
He said it's better than Thriller.
He said, and then he specifically said it's better than Thriller. How do you react?
That's rapper shit.
Joe Budden fucking react.
That's
how do you guys feel? What?
That's rapper shit. That's Big and Fifth Up. It's a fucking amazing album, classic rap album, up there with the best of them ever. Best album ever. Come on, Jermaine.
That's deep.
Hey, listen.
So
I might have
bold.
accepted
Like, so
ever
deep.
had he not said Thriller.
I would have rejected it on that premise of greatest album ever. Greatest rap album ever. I'll let you get that off. Greatest album ever. You know, like Prince exists, right? Like his catalog is still out there.
See, here's the thing.
No.
Let's. This is why Kendrick Lamar is the greatest Lamar there is, because it's just like who says some
greatest Lamar is crazy.
Who says some dumb shit like this?
Who's
He
your
might have
favorite?
been in a moment.
What's your favorite Lamar?
He said it was
Kendrick Lamar,
one of his
absolutely.
favorite albums
It
ever.
ain't Lamar Odom. I can tell you
How
that
many
right now.
Lamars are there?
It's a lot of Lamars.
It's definitely Lamar.
Jackson.
Woo, he cooking.
That's true.
That's three.
Yeah.
Don't let
Trebo.
that. Three of them things.
But yeah, man. It's just like Get Rich or Die Trying. It's a dope album. Can never. It's a classic album.
One of the greatest rap albums.
But
I be
it's not
feeling
the
like
best
every
album
now and
ever.
then artists
But
just
that's
be
what
getting
happens
bored.
when you. That's what happens
And they
when you
just be
get caught up
saying
in the
shit.
moment and niggas just bring you out
I
on
was
the
gonna say,
show.
I think he was caught up in the moment. Oh
That's all-
shit!
that's
I'm
all it
on
is.
stage with Fifth.
Yeah, you know what
and
I'm
this
saying?
is one of my favorite
He just-
albums when I was growing
That's
up.
what I
I'm gonna
mean,
say
like,
whatever.
He
You
just
know what
saw
I'm saying?
many
That's
men.
what I
He had
mean,
his
though.
arms tucked. He
said, many men wish death upon me. And then he
I'm not
requested
gonna lie,
it.
bro. If I was Cole and I was that big of a Fifth fan, I might have said that shit too. I'm not gonna hold you. Let's take me for example. If I was a rapper right now and I got on stage with the Clips, I might say the Clips is the greatest rap group of all time. I might say that shit out my mouth.
Are you
Would
going to see them at
say
the
they had the
Center?
best album over
I might
Michael
say
Jackson?
Lord Willing is the best album ever made.
Yeah.
Over Michael Jackson.
I don't know if I would have said all that, but I would have said
No,
some
no, 'cause
wild
we gotta
shit
make
that
it
just
equal.
okay.
Nah, he said rap album though.
Well, no, and that's why I retracted. I might say Lord Willing is the greatest album ever made.
In rap,
No, I might just say ever.
over Thriller.
I don't know that I would have specifically mentioned Thriller, but I probably
you moving
would
the
have
goalposts.
said
You moving
greatest
the
album ever. Period. I would have been like,
moving the
Lord
goalposts.
Willing
Is he
is,
not? Is
yo,
he
I'm
not?
Luke,
That
and
nigga
the
moving
Clips,
goalposts.
Lord Willing is the greatest album ever.
No, bro.
Caught
He
up in a
said
moment.
Nah, beat his
Caught up in a
ass.
moment. Caught up in a moment. Because here's the thing. My
Beat his
favorite
ass.
rappers don't have an album better than Thriller.
That's what I'm saying. That's all.
That's-
And that, you know
I
what? You know
don't
what? That's
even
not
know.
only all I'm saying. That's not only what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
We don't think any Jay-Z albums are
That's what
better
I'm
than
saying.
Thriller?
No.
What?
Okay,
What are you doing?
It was just a question.
What are you
It was
doing?
just got his fucking mic.
You only get
Does he
half
want to
a
be fucking dumb?
ball.
Y'all spoke of Jay-Z and then look. So Made in America is canceled due to severe circumstances.
Yeah. We know what those severe circumstances are.
Now, I want to tie that to the next half of bar, so I'm gonna push the button.
You only get half
The
a
next half of bar is Lizzo lawsuit causes streaming number decline.
Yeah.
Lizzo fat shaming people is fucking crazy.
Big Lizzo
Insane.
fat shaming.
that shit is crazy.
So, Made in America's
the nerve
canceled.
of this bitch.
Lizzo was supposed to headline
Big Lizzo fat
along
shaming.
with somebody. Who was the other person? Who was the other-
SZA.
It was Lizzo and SZA. It was too many Z's. That's what it was.
ZZ Top.
It's too many Z's. And Lizzo blew it. And so they canceled the whole fucking festival.
Do we
Lizzo
think it's
blew it.
do we think it's because of that? Because you don't think J&M could have got somebody to replace Lizzo? Do we honestly think it has to do with that?
That's a good point. I think ticket sales weren't moving in the way they should have been.
That's
Because
where I
that,
was going.
That lineup.
That's what I thought. I don't think
that lineup was trash.
I don't think that them two headlining it was it.
well, and I think SZA could headline some
Not
shit,
this
but
summer.
but
I think Lizzo was an easy out.
But that's like a pop. She's like more pop, right? So, to my knowledge, I've never been to a Made in America. Fucking,
Really?
I need to. Yeah, but that's predominantly
Made in
like a hip hop R&B type of deal, right? There's not a lot of pop artists that do Made in America,
Not
right?
like that.
And Lizzo is predominantly a pop artist, so
They'll sprinkle in some of those hot.
But as a
9-7.
headliner?
Yeah, as a headliner, no. But
If the pop artist is a headliner, it's Beyonce.
I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Or
If
like
I was to
Justin
go to,
Bieber.
if I would have went to
Beyonce?
Made in America this year and
Beyonce?
Lizzo was the
Beyonce?
headliner, I wouldn't have bought the tickets. I'd have been like, wait, what? SZA, maybe. Hard maybe, depending on who else is there. Lizzo, absolutely not.
the whole lineup, top to bottom, was not good.
Can we pull up the lineup? Can we?
I was gonna say, who
I know
else
it's
was
supposed
on
to be
the
half a
lineup?
bar, but can we? Like, who else was the lineup?
It wasn't. It was. I know it wasn't good because I don't remember outside
Anybody
of
else?
Lizzo and
Yeah.
Big Lizzo.
Or is it
and
because
SZA.
just the controversy?
Why you?
Because maybe that's the story there, right? Is that it's getting shut down because of the whole Lizzo thing.
That's a cop out.
I agree. I that's why I want to know: is this the actual reason, or is it some legit circumstances? Like, did the venue say, "Yo, y'all can't bring Lizzo because
The
that's
venue,
some out of
they
pocket
shut
shit"?
they shut like the highway down for Made in America.
No. I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, did they shut the event down because of Lizzo? Like the event space itself was like, "Hey, we heard that shit she
Nah,
said.
the shit wasn't moving.
We're not doing that."
because the lineup was not good. I don't remember anybody. I think they did have Coco Jones on there.
All right, the lineup was SZA, and Lizzo, Miguel, Tim's, Metro Boomin, Ice Spice, Coi Leray, Lotto, Lil Yachty, Doechii, Lola Brooke, Coco Jones, Paris, Texas, Tia Corine,
She's from here.
Ian Triplin, Flo J. Johnson, Tannerell, Western Estate, and a very special joint set by Mason Camera. So here's the thing.
That's not make me buy a ticket.
Okay, everybody
Or buy a
passed
hotel.
That lineup's not trash, though.
I was about to say that's not a
That's not a
bad
trash
lineup.
lineup.
Like, what I thought
Everybody
it was gonna
past
be.
Metro Boomin, sans Lotto and Lil Yachty doesn't really have a meaty set.
Ice Spice has a meaty set.
What? Lotto has a better set
No,
than Ice Spice.
We talked about this before. Lotto has a good set.
Yeah, Ice Spice doesn't have a
I
set.
didn't say nothing about that.
She has 3 songs and one has a feature
That's
on
Ice
it.
Spice.
Nah, she got more songs, bro.
You talking about Ice Spice?
3
Ice
that
Spice has a
people
good
know.
set. I
yes,
just saw
that's
that
what I'm
broccoli.
saying.
But Lotto, she's not fucking with Lotto's set. Let's be real.
Who said that? I didn't say that. You said that.
That's
I said
true.
Ice
Yeah,
Spice
yeah,
has
yeah.
a meaty set.
Yeah.
It was
She has
it was
many
over
songs.
30. I can tell you that.
Ice Spice had a 30-minute set.
Yes,
Y'all,
just because
y'all
She just
are
Boys
only
Alive
seeing-
4
but
times.
that's what I'm saying. Y'all,
just
it don't hit
because you
y'all
don't
algorithm.
know the shit
Yeah.
But
doesn't mean
she
it's,
has a lot of single, like not even single. She has projects that people are like into.
Doesn't she have like one project out?
She has one
No, she has
project.
multiple, bro.
So you telling me that Ice Spice?
She has a 30-minute set. I don't understand why that's so hard
I
to
was gonna say there's
comprehend.
no argument about that.
Okay.
Y'all don't know it, but yeah.
I'm listen,
If niggas at these local shows can do 30-minute sets, why can't Ice Spice do a 30-minute set?
because I don't know enough songs personally.
Okay, so that
And I don't- but
your
let's also- wait,
ignorance, your
let's be clear.
ignorance does not.
No. Let's be clear, because I'm not a fan of these niggas at the local shows doing 30-minute stuff. Let's not call that even, because I don't want them to do it either.
If niggas could pay to do 30-minute sets, Ice Spice could get paid to do a 30-minute set.
That's fair.
All right, so what are we talking about?
But what we're talking about is that the fact that the festival is canceled and we're talking about ticket sales.
Because Big Lizzo was wilding out.
So
But
it's all Lizzo's fault.
That's what I'm saying. Those
With this
those
lineup.
names that
And
they
ticket
just
you
sales.
telling me this lineup
No. Let's go to the no. Let's talk about why we originally even brought up Ice Spice. You only brought up like 4 names off of this. I'm not disagreeing that there are some where it's like I don't even know who these people are. But I was just bringing up like it's some names, bro, that's on here. Like this is not
Yeah.
a trash
I literally
lineup.
just saw Ice
Whether
Spice.
we like
This
Ice
is-
Spice or
that
not,
shit
that's
went-
a-
the sell
that
out
shit went
made
crazy.
in America.
But see, my argument is I think regardless of how much you and I may know Ice Spice, she is a big ticket number. From the names that you named, I don't see why that festival today couldn't have sold out if the Lizzo controversy wasn't there. Because SZA draws a big crowd. All the other Metro Boomin just had the Spider-Man. Like those are all big acts.
Thames got people.
Thames, yeah, those are all
people
big
wanna come
acts.
see Lola Brooke. Like these little, you know what I'm saying? Coco Jones.
We don't think
like,
that's selling. How many does Made in America do? 20,000?
That's more than that.
50,000? Because Ice Spice, she's still doing clubs though, right? She's still on the club circuit. Lotto's doing festivals, so
Ice Spice
Metro
doing,
Boomin.
Ice Spice doing
she's
festivals
doing
too.
Festivals.
No, I'm saying like predominantly like did she just step into festivals? Because Lotto been doing them for a minute now. I'm putting Ice Spice as an outlier. She's a big ticket number, but if we're talking about ticket sales, what's going to move the dial as far as ticket sales? I would think if it's a bigger venue, the bigger names, not to take away from Ice Spice, but the bigger names would be the ones drawing in the ticket sales where Ice Spice has her, niche group of people that will come solely
I think
for her.
So I would say I think Ice Spice is like just above niche because like everybody knows who Ice Spice is.
Yeah.
Right? And so this is the time to see Ice Spice.
But to move the needle though, to make a difference.
I
for
think
ticket
I
sales.
think she can move the needle.
Made in America does about 130,000.
Okay, then I agree with Capo. I 100%. Those people are not selling 130,000 tickets.
But like I'm saying, like, why would I travel to go to Philly and pay for a hotel, pay for food every day, pay for alcohol every day?
Because
to see that
I
lineup.
want to see the other people.
I mean, but
that's
I just,
what I've been
but-
saying the whole time. I'm not saying I'm saying that
I
that's
drive to Philly to see Thames do the joint with WizKid. That's just, I mean,
WizKid not on there,
especially
though.
if I was singing with other. You act like she's not going to perform the song, but
I mean, yeah,
like
that's it.
amongst the other acts on there, I would drive to Philly to do that. Sans Lizzo, but with 130,000 people, I feel like they still would have sold out just based on the name, though, right? Because it's a big fucking deal.
Nah.
A lot of people would just go for the experience, no?
So, okay, yes, 10 years ago, right? Now, like we were talking about earlier with the streaming issue, right? The problem is, and take it for what you will, I see it as a problem. Rolling Loud tours.
Yeah.
Right? So if I can get Rolling Loud in my vicinity and see
1,000 people,
4,700
fucking
artists.
Antonio Brown.
Everybody in the game right now in music
in 3
is here.
days.
Yeah. Why the fuck would I go to Made in America? I get it.
Why would I go to Made in America and possibly see them perform for too long?
So that brings up a thought in my head. Hometown bias. Do you think something like a Rolling Loud would get rid of something in the water? You think that's getting that up out of here?
Yes.
Or is the allure of pee and all that shit always just going to draw people from back home to
No,
go?
you niggas are getting old.
No, it's getting them up out of here.
You think we're up out of here?
Yeah.
You
He
niggas
said
are
he's
getting
doing it next year with bigger acts and more days and shit like that.
The
so.
problem-
He doesn't need more days.
more
He needs
days.
better acts. He doesn't need. See,
And a better run.
that's the ego part. The ego part is.
Well, he did the same songs he did the first year.
No,
Even the songs when he didn't bring Jay out.
he doesn't need to perform next year.
Yeah. Well, I think he's always going to. Him in the clips, I think they'll always perform. But I do agree. Like, I'm looking at this set, like, yo, Chris Brown, Busta Rhymes. Am I at year one again? What the fuck is going on?
But here's the thing, though.
I'm just
The
wondering
thing-
if
the
Rolling
only
Loud
thing
has it on lock.
As somebody who experienced
But
something in the
Rolling
water,
Loud is also why the game is fucked up. But go ahead, bro.
the only thing that well, not the only thing, but I think the major thing with my something in a work experience is logistics. That shit didn't
When did
make,
you go?
I went when it was in DC. That shit made zero sense.
Oh, well, yeah, that was ass. The one in Virginia Beach was, Jesus, that was so fucking organized. We were all losing our minds at how well organized it was.
You
I
could
heard
be
DC
looking-
was a shit show.
You
Yeah,
could
the
be
first
looking-
year was amazing.
But the one in DC, you could be looking at one stage,
Yeah.
closer to one stage, but you would hear the other
that's-
stage
yeah.
over because it's bouncing off the building.
The buildings, yeah, they didn't.
And I
factor
was
that in.
like, Yeah,
because a lot of
Pharrell
people
just
this
trying to
year
just have like
a lot of people this year
big measuring
complained about
contest.
that because the walk that they had to do from the boardwalk to go from one stage to the next to see the acts, they didn't give it enough time. So you either had to pick a stage and stay there, or you were either running down, or you were just going to sit outside and try to watch it because it was so far away. But people didn't understand. They probably learned from the first year and was like, well, we have to have it this far away or the sound's going to bounce. Even with the ocean right here, these speakers are still facing that fucking stage. It can travel.
The sound was bouncing in DC.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't think they accounted for all them buildings.
Sounds like Mike Bleed is a
So
That's a
you were
dangerous
saying Rolling Loud has a game fucked up. Why? Because I'd like to hear this. I think I might be on the opposite side of that.
because what Rolling Loud creates is artists that can't sell a tour.
Okay.
Because most of them are known for a 10 to 15 minute set. And if I can get that 10 to 15 minute set with the other 20 artists that I only want a 10 to 15 minute set from, plus the artists I want a 20 to 45 minute set from,
Yep.
for $400, and this motherfucker is going to come pretty close,
Yep.
why would I go see you at the 300 person venue?
Wouldn't it be beneficial to said artists who can only do 10 to 15 minutes at this point in their career to build their fan base? Because now I'm in front of people that are here maybe for somebody else, but they're here for the festival experience and here all day. And now Caitlin from Oregon, who may not have been hip to my music, now knows my music because I had a stage as big as Rolling Loud.
I will say it's very rare to convert new fans on that scale, because to be honest, I went to Broccoli City this year, and outside of the artists that I didn't know going into Broccoli City, it's only one that I gained a fan from, and that was LaRussell. But I also heard about LaRussell, and I was like, all right, let me finally go sit down and see what he's talking about.
Yeah, but still, the draw was still there for you to go check
any
them out.
any other festival, I've never.
That's not a great shooting rate for what it costs.
That's
for me
what
to
I'm
be at
saying.
this
Yeah, but
festival.
I mean, this is all very anecdotal, right? Just because I can offer you an anecdote where I was at a festival and I was like, who the fuck is this? I had never heard of him. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to get hip now. Or I've watched Rolling Loud sets on YouTube after the fact. Like there's this dude named Ghostmane and I had no idea who the fuck he was. And his little clip went viral for a second. I saw his set at Rolling Loud and I was like, holy shit, there looks like there's 40,000 people out there bopping to his shit. But his set was like 15 minutes or something like that. And I was like, okay, now I'm a fan because I've seen this and I never knew who he was.
Right, but you're speaking to like being influenced by others' perception of something versus like...
No, I just heard him. Was like, this is fire.
But you spoke to, looks like 40,000 people.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying because he had a fan base there and those 40,000 people, speaking to my point, may not have known who he was, but then his set was going up and then it got the whole crowd turned up. I don't know if those 40,000 people were specifically there for them. When I'm seeing the clip, I'm seeing a sea of people rocking out to that. That doesn't necessarily mean they were all specifically there for him or they were like, oh, this actually fucking goes and everyone's turning up. Let's turn up. I just had to happen to see the clip and I was like, oh, his music's actually kind of tight. Let me go check it out. But without that, I would have never known who the fuck this guy was. He would have never came up on my radar. He makes like that street, like car scene music, the dark rap type shit. They call it funk, I think. Yeah.
Tim likes it. Tim like it?
I don't know if Tim's ever heard a funk song.
No,
I was like, y'all are just
didn't.
throwing words at anything like funk, PHONK. So it's, you're spelling funk differently. Like,
I'm not listening to that.
but regardless, none of that matters.
That's
What I'm
Tim's
saying
shit.
is I only found out about
Here
him
we go.
because of said festival.
Got it.
So I'm just wondering, like, I see the opposite where I think it might be good for the artist. I don't know how it would fuck up the game. I guess I can see what you're saying, but.
All right.
You only get half a bar.
'Cause that was not a half a bar.
By the way, Lizzo ain't got no damn business fat shame.
That's a fact.
So
She need to go sit her fat ass down.
Big Lizzo.
Designer's pre-trial release.
This is when he was had his dick out in the
Yeah.
plane.
So okay, so they was about to let him go,
Before we cook him.
but then
Before
he
we
got
cook him, okay? Because he might have
but
been
then-
going through some shit, okay? He might have not known what he was
before
doing.
they was about to let him go for
Give the man
having
some
his,
grace.
for jerking off on the airplane. And then when they
Give the
went
man some
to, when they went to
grace,
tap
man.
in, they caught him with some weed in the system.
No weed has ever made me put my dick out on the plane.
He might have been off the Perkies or something. You know that's real
but
popular with the
you know what?
kids.
Honestly, I feel like
No.
you know what?
No.
You ever been off a perk?
If
No.
y'all called
Okay,
me
then
on
you
the
can't
plane
speak to that.
jerking my
That shit
dick, and
coulda
I was
got him
going through some
wildin'.
shit, and then when y'all
Listen.
came to check in on me, I was high. I feel like y'all should give me credit because that's like less.
Nah, take that shit to the bathroom, bro.
It's
Like,
less than perks.
There's no reason for your dick to be out on a plane.
I feel
It's
like they're
less
just
than
trying
my dick being out on the
to. I feel
plane.
like that's just a way to
My
hem
dick
him
was
up.
put away, and I'm just a little.
What?
I'm just a little THC.
Bruh, no.
I think what he's saying is they
No.
drug tested. Like you caught a charge, they tested him. He tested positive for marijuana.
Nah, I was still stuck on the fact that you like trying to defend this nigga dick being out on the plane.
No, I'm not.
Because
what I'm
I'm not
saying
defending
is,
it.
Not you.
I'm not defending it. What I'm saying is too quickly we fry people because it's fucking hilarious. He had his dick out. But we don't know if this man was off some real shit because
There's
you got to
no
test blood.
reason
like
for your dick to be out.
You say
In
that as
any
somebody
way,
who's never
shape, or
done
form.
hard drugs. You've
Nah, Lou, you gotta put
Tim,
your
name
dick
me
away.
one hard drug you've done.
I haven't
You
done
can't
it.
speak to it. You're
But you gotta
speaking
put your dick
ignorantly. What we've seen
No,
people
okay.
get butt naked
No,
on
no, no,
and that's why
PCP.
you shouldn't do these
You
drugs.
should
because
be
you
on
should-
hard
Yeah,
drugs
that's
if
a
it
different
makes you
argument.
take your dick out in public.
That's not the argument. I agree.
I know, I was like, I'm
what
not
I'm
yelling on
saying
this
is
mic.
we don't know if the man was getting wet. We don't know what he was doing. I agree.
Whoa.
Don't do
Listen,
the drugs.
bro. I was about to say it doesn't fucking matter.
Don't
what
do
he
the
was-
drugs.
What he
But
was doing. No dick should be out on the plane.
yeah, but when we're talking about legality of things, that's a whole
Is
separate
getting your
charge.
shit off work
That's
being on a
that's an
no-fly
inde-
list?
that's
Like,
an
what are we talking
indecent
about?
exposure charge, and it's going to put you on the no-fly list.
Lucid.
But if I'm not of the right mind, that I don't even know I'm pulling my dick out. I don't even know that I'm doing this. I'm not purposely pulling my dick out.
Bro.
What I'm saying is he may not have even known, and now he's getting hemmed up, and it's like, wait, my dick
He
was
shouldn't
out.
do that.
I was
I
just about to
agree,
say,
but that's not the argument.
nigga, there's consequences for everything.
That's
Facts.
not the argument. What I'm saying is, so quickly are we to fry people?
I am saying that
No,
when you're
you should be judged.
No, Tim, please, because I really don't listen. If your dick is out on the plane, you deserve to get fried.
No,
the fuck,
yeah,
like
I'm
There
I'm
is
just
no.
trying to
That's
shoot the man a little bit of
she meant
bail.
that
Bro, you
shit.
should be. That's the problem, bro. Niggas want
Niggas
to be
be
like,
trying to be like, well,
I'm living my truth.
No.
No, you
Let's
should
not
be
put
judged
words
for
in my
that.
mouth. We're
You
not
should
going to
be
do
judged
that.
for that
He
shit.
should
We don't
know what
definitely
he
catch
was on.
appropriate
If you're
charges.
wrong, you're wrong.
He should definitely catch appropriate charges. What I'm saying though is because everyone always, it's so convenient within our culture that we want to use mental health. It's not tit for tat. It's so selective. Oh well, we should give this person grace because we don't know what they were going through mentally. Oh, but then when this fool pulls his dick out and is jerking off, there is no question of well, what was he going through mentally? We're just
No,
cooking.
See, but here's the thing, though. The people that do
Where's
that,
his mama?
where's little G's at?
See, y'all on joke time. Okay, that's
No,
fine.
I'm dead.
But no, be real with you.
My mother told me that's for me. Or
There
maybe
has
her.
to be some type
Yes,
of
but
consequence.
as you get older and you experience the world for yourself, let's not act like all of us here have not done something our mother told us we shouldn't have. I'm
Yeah,
not,
but it wasn't just-
I'm
it
not
wasn't
defending the action.
Getting on the
dick.
no-fly list? Like, what are we
With
talking
loose
about?
I'm
dick.
not defending the
You just
action.
be swinging your dick around.
I'm not defending the
Swinging.
action. What I'm saying is
swing.
it's just real convenient how we can be real
Hey,
selective with mental
you
health
mad?
when it suits a narrative is what I'm saying.
I'm not.
It's just
Niggas
real
be
fucking
fucking up.
I'm
convenient.
not saying that he doesn't need help. Like clearly, if your dick is out on the plane, you need help.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
also,
And then-
there
There's an
are
economy.
consequences.
And you never heard me say he shouldn't face them. He absolutely should. How marijuana plays into it. I mean, what fucking state was he in? Why are you testing me for marijuana if in this state it's illegal? Fuck off. What does the weed have
So
to do
they
with
tested
it?
him for drugs?
Well, it said that he popped
I mean,
for
alcohol is
marijuana.
legal in states, but once you get above a certain level, it's not
So
legal.
I'm asking. They tested him for drugs, and all he had in the system was marijuana when his dick was out on the plane.
I don't know that we know that to be true. It's just that his pretrial
We're going
release,
nowhere. We're going
his
nowhere.
release is being revoked.
No. That is fucking
Nah,
somewhere
keep his ass
because
in
what
there.
does marijuana that has not no.
Well,
then,
pretrial
yeah.
release, I think what that says to me is that you were locked and that they were about to let you go
Pull the
and
leather
you
crop.
popped for an illegal
I
substance
don't
that's
care.
federally illegal.
I don't care about that.
So
If it
now
was
we're not
just marijuana.
going to release you. You can't be released because you popped for a
You
federally
only
illegal
get
drug.
half a bar.
All right, because that wasn't half about it. We going crazy.
Some of these half a bars should just be full on topic sometimes.
So
They'd be good.
next up, Jim Jones. He said he would be heartbroken if the Pusha T diss wasn't about him on Drink Champs. I like that because I think he wants the smoke.
I think it's a very mature thing of Jim to say, I want this. I want to engage in the verbal warfare.
I'm okay with that.
And if you say it's not for me, it was for me.
Yeah, and he even said like, I don't even want like I'm excited to be in a space where like it's just verbal warfare. We're
Yeah.
not about to.
Get
Neither
into
one of us
gangster
are
shit.
trying to do no stupid shit.
I fucking love the Jim Jones campaign that he's on right now. Rapping his fucking ass off, being big and buff like he's always fucking been, pause, and being super fucking mature about everything that he's been saying. Jimmy is fucking doing it right now.
Old man Jones.
He is fucking
Jimmy's
doing
him.
it. And I also like how he took time to celebrate Push at the whole thing when they asked him Push or Malice. Now I think that was answered incorrectly because I think Malice is better than Push. However, I love that the way he answered it was just like you
Are we
can't.
gonna see
I
them at
can't
the
take
Kennedy
away from
Center?
him.
Can we?
Let's make it
Y'all want
happen.
to put some slacks on?
Yeah, we can have a button up.
Hey, let's
Wait, what? What did we?
let's talk offline. Let's go see Push
What are you talking about?
and Miles
Clips is
at the Kennedy Center.
Yeah, at the Kennedy Center.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Yeah, you. I mean,
And I would dress fancy. I've never been to Kennedy Center.
No, let's
before.
put
I
that
would
shit
love
on.
to-
Good show.
Let's go see Push.
I'm
I'll
with
put
that.
my work fit on.
Let's go see clips.
because they've been on a run doing Lord Willin songs.
Let's
so
go see clips with nice
Yeah.
pants on with creases in them.
I'm down.
Ooh,
I'm
with
not
a
saying
crease
this
in 'em.
again.
With a crease in
If you
'em.
don't
I
crease
like
your
it.
pants, don't come.
If you're gonna put trousers on, you gotta fucking crease them.
I love it.
If you're not
It's a
creasing
lost
your
art.
It
pantaloons,
is.
don't come.
You know how hard it is to iron them
Pause.
bitches.
Listen, Solo, you heard me.
I did.
I'm talking to you. I want you to come to the
So
show.
that's gonna be a family outing, Kennedy Center clips. We in
Yeah,
there.
we doing that.
It's
We
in
doing
November too, so we got time.
All right, say less.
Okay, all right.
When do tickets go on sale? They on sale now?
I feel like they already on sale.
All right, bet.
that. Yeah, no, we doing that. We doing that.
Do they got boxes in Kennedy Center? Or?
Hey, look, come on, here you go. Man.
I don't want to be with the
You know,
peasants on the
prime
floor.
rib.
Yeah, I don't want to do
pasta.
peasantry if we're gonna go.
The refract.
If I'm gonna have creases in my
Oh
pants.
shit! Hold on, wait. I got some of my songs.
So, all right, we about to do new music. All right, I guess I go first.
Yeah, please do. I gotta find my song.
Yeah, because you.
I think I submitted mine
Don't do
right
that.
this time.
Solo maybe has. Let me see. Okay, I put 3 songs and I got to decide which one I'm going with. I'm going Malachi. Fuck it. Was you going Malachi?
No, I just this shit is acting stupid.
You sucked your teeth. It was aggressive.
He was spicy for that one,
Yeah.
wasn't
That's fine. It just worked out. Don't worry about it.
All right. Let me accept your track real quick. There we go. All right, so I'm about to play this. Damn, then it just took my track off.
Malachi.
Why are you so spicy like
Shout
that?
out to Malachi.
Tim, why you suck your teeth like that? Why are you so spicy?
Don't
You
worry
heard
about
him?
that. Don't worry about that. Man.
I ain't even do none of that, nigga.
Y'all make me sick.
I'm saying.
All right, so this is Malachi. This track is called Go. New music.
Y'all just noticed. So this brand Stray, right? They always put stuff under the tags.
First of all, we live.
This one says Pure Fuego.
Shut up.
That's dope brand.
Shut up.
Turn me up. I gotta go. You want to smoke? I come in your crib, take the shit that you own. Time doesn't wait. Be got it one day. Time doesn't wait.
No, it's not. That is Malachi.
This it right here. I mean, all his boys, you know.
Oh, shit, I got all that boy.
Yeah, nah.
Type shit.
Let me start with great right now.
That's Malachi. That track was called Go. Oh. All right, who we got next on new music? I like that track.
Yes.
Shout out to Malachi, man.
That was good.
This project's out right now. I guess we'll go. I got a lot of music in. Young Mitchell, what you sent me?
I airdropped you Rahiem Supreme and Uncle John.
Okay. Let me see.
If you want something from the links, you can just run mine real quick.
No, see how you do it. See how you do?
I was making it easier.
Young Mitchell, I ain't get your track, bro. It didn't say.
I heard this shit.
I heard it, but I don't know if I accepted it. That's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I gotta
Play the next
accept it.
one.
All right, so the next one is
I went on my way to play Apple to find the Apple Music. too.
I know what it is. It's just this track from Lou Gold.
Yeah, it's Les Bape Watch off his new project,
Ellie Dollar Sign.
LE $. Settled for
Correct.
Les Volume 2.
Alrighty, let's get it. Yo, Mitchell fucking up.
Nah, you're not accepting my shit.
Yeah. Selly dollar motherfucker.
How you like the new Puerto Rico album?
I haven't heard it yet.
Same shit we always be doing, nigga.
And the Les joint.
Yeah. This ain't even the album, nigga. Look. Look from the curb, get what we deserve. Nigga, that's my word. I swing and swerve.
LE $. Some of y'all may know him as Les. The track is called Bape Watch. What you say, Knuckle?
Mr. Steak and Shrimp.
Oh, all right. Make sure you keep me the player over there. I didn't know if you was sprinkling hate.
Nah, I would never do that.
Hey.
Ellie Dollar Sign.
All right, cool. Let me see. What we got next? That was Lou's track. I think last but certainly not least, we got Solo, right?
I
So-
sent you a
Yeah.
track as well.
Oh, you sent me a track, Tim? You did.
We heard it ding twice.
Listen, Playboy. Listen, Playboy.
We gonna take your shit.
This is
We're gonna
Rahiem
buy shit.
Supreme and Wino Willie
Featuring Uncle John.
featuring Uncle John. This is Sun Splashed
I think he goes by Lordy now.
Part 2. That's Uncle John on the track.
Niggas be trying to splash, you can't splash. Sharpen
Big
your
Lordy.
darts, son. Sharpen your darts, home skillet.
Good to see y'all brothers back together.
Can't come around here. Scary niggas shed a tear, grab them. Yo, snatch him out his whip to this.
Back with another classic, man. You know, I ain't gotta say too much. You know how we do. I ain't gotta say too much. You know.
Yeah.
Niggas got me fucked
No,
up.
y'all gotta relax.
Lordy's got one of the dopest voices in rap, in my opinion.
Listen.
The inflection of his voice is fucking insane. That fucking
hear me?
voice is insane.
You hear me? All right, let me see what Solo put in here. Cause we got
Little single in there.
little singling. Let me see.
What Spicy Red got out?
Not spicy
Sexy
red.
red.
That
Sexy
is
red.
Sexy
incredible.
Red, my fault. Shout out Sexy.
Wait, what is called? Where's that?
J Monty, My Rock.
Oh, there you go. That boy doing bad over there, ain't he? All right, this is J Monty. This track is called My Rock. This is a big solo. You already know what the fuck going on. Selection. Like I said, it real high and real low. Pew, pew.
Everybody gonna die.
Hey, yo.
Baby, I've been in my
right, now we
taking
lacing
off
shit.
2-1 caution. Had to take so many losses. That with the cautious. I don't care if I'm the top hit. Long as my God is the top hit. Shawty up, not shit. Hell on it, I be with the deity. He can see, she can see. They not reaching me, baby. I been in my rocket.
Baby, he is a Christian rapper. I was like, oh, y'all done evolved. I'm cranking to God,
Oh, he didn't
baby.
even curse.
Now that you say that, I didn't hear a single curse.
Nah, that went crazy.
He goes crazy.
Man, let me take that on my slaps playlist. I know.
Hey, yo, go ahead.
That
that
can't
shit was-
slap.
that
I
shit
need
slap.
I
That
need
shit
a
slap.
fuck.
All right.
Heathens.
He not
That
gonna
make you
make
guys
it.
uncomfortable.
Not a single fuck shit.
Not a fuck was given.
Damn.
That shit was hard.
Yeah.
What was his name again?
J Monty.
J
My
Monty. Shout out to J
Rocket.
Monty. Stop
If
saying
you
my
like that,
rocket,
you should
bro.
check out his song Nintendo.
Stop saying my rocket, bro.
I'm gonna have to. Pause. I'm gonna have to check it out because. I mean, I probably won't check it out because he's a Christian rapper, but.
But pause.
I just like how
Don't say my
No,
rocket.
no, that was a dope track. I'm gonna have
Don't
to check
ever
it
say my rocket to me again, though.
out. That's the name of the song.
No,
I thought it was gonna be about a
I will fight you.
joint. I mean, a blammer.
Bluka bluka.
A blammer.
I thought it was
No, that shit was fire.
about a pistol.
Damn, y'all. All right, so what did I say this episode number was? 222? 222?
it's on the board.
Oh, yeah.
Two, two,
No,
two.
I got to get used to that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the end of the episode. I did, but I got to get used to it being there. So, this is episode 222. I'm Capo. To the left of me is none other than the young Mitchell we trust.
Hey man, the Jets signed Dalvin Cook today. We're gonna make a good playoff run.
Hey, and I want y'all to do one more thing for me while he talking.
What's
Just
that?
pray for my man I to be right by
By Saturday.
the
Pack
6-year
party.
anniversary show or the pack party. I think pack party and 6th anniversary.
Yeah.
So yeah, by Friday night.
Because
I need my
then-
nigga eye back in water by
Put some
Friday night, Lord
Neosporin in that
Jesus.
John.
Hey, yo.
I'm not putting Neosporin
I
in here.
am
That's not what the
fried.
doctor
I
told
was
me
like,
to do.
who is Ida?
I went to urgent
Right?
care. I've been following the urgent
his
care.
eye
Put
to
some
be right.
Windex in his son, bro.
I to be
Windex
right
is
is crazy.
nuts.
Drink some ginger
That
ale.
was nuts. I heard this shit too.
I'm done with her.
What she
I was
said?
like, who is Ida B. Right? And, you know, all right, tell me why we praying for it.
But she sounds like somebody that was born in like 1932.
You know what
Like,
I'm
is
saying?
it,
Like,
I
we should
look
be
like it was
praying
born
for
in-
her. Like, she 103. Hold on.
hey man, listen, I need a grandmother's prayer right now. So,
That's what I'm saying.
No, what you
like,
need to do is stop eating ass and you be all right.
well, I never started. So, what's going on?
ASMR.
Anderson?
That is insane.
Huh?
That's the ASMR segment of the show.
Pause. Yo, don't make that.
Don't do that. Don't do that today.
Yum, yum, yum.
I gotta go.
I mean, if you're going to eat ass, eat it good.
I'm
All
not
right.
going to eat it at all.
All right. To the left of young Mitchell is none other.
Come on, cocksucker, hurry up.
Whoa. Whoa.
I wanted to get that off after
Yes.
you said it, and I saw the
Yes.
opportunity. I was
Yes.
gonna say later cocksuckers, but then I was like, that's aggressive.
You lent liquor.
Pause.
You lent liquor. My apologies, I was aggressive.
No, don't apologize.
Lou Gold is here.
I saw you cooking something.
Lou Gold is here.
Great episode as always. Nice seeing y'all.
Yeah, just don't talk to me like that no more, man.
Yeah, my fault.
I might have to see about you.
Yeah.
Fucking cocksucker.
You lint liquor.
Pickle, you kumquat.
I've been looking for you.
Yo, real quick. Is it racist to call someone now an African booty scratcher?
That was always racist.
Okay, all right.
We just thought it was okay. It was always racist.
I mean, it was fun to us.
No.
but-
I just wanted to ask.
And last but certainly not least, the one and only.
Pew, pew, pew.
Everybody gonna die.
You feel me? Gratata.
Big Solo Ho.
That whole
What
thing
the
was the
fuck
drop.
going on?
Right after Big Solo Ho, that's the drop right there.
Baseline.
Yo, you can't just be making up sound. What are you, a fucking soundboard? What's wrong with you?
I need to be all the drops. I just want to be all the drops.
Listen, we out of here, man.
I just want to be all the drops. It's funny.
This has been the Baseline Podcast, episode 222. We see y'all on the next one. Appreciate y'all. We out of here. Yeah.
We're not closing doors.
Oh, wait. No, that's right. Young Mitchell, at this point in the show, as we do every week when I'm not tipsy, we telling people what to do.
Close them doors.
You know it.
Step back, doors closing.
First of all, we live.